Things kind of happen in bursts, too. I mean, you'd think it's real gradual, but all it takes, I mean, a couple of weeks ago, we had just a storm that was just like an hour long. A couple of branches were down in the streets, and I go back and look, and it's 3/4 of the way up, and it's rushing against from up there on down, you know. And a couple hours later, that's gone way down, you know. So it's not a real gradual. It happens bang, and you know, and it could take a tree out in one time, you know. So
that tree out there is kind of what's saving my life right now. I mean, it's a lot of erosion, I believe, because it's holding and it has root system that comes all the way back up almost to the house. But as soon as it goes, I think it might start cutting out. Well,
you know, we don't know. We're pretty confident we understand the Cox's, the fate of that lot, the fate of the next door neighbors. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher the name.
she's here.
She's right here.
Hi. Is it?
How do you pronounce your last name?
Casanova?
Yes.
good job.
Actually, get that right.
Good job. Yeah. I'll even try. Yeah.
I love these heritage.
Your home, we're not so sure. We don't know. Could she ride through that backyard as the vegetation continues to fall? By the time that water gets through that part of the turn, it may have lost enough energy that it's not going to change that particular area. I mean, a lot of this is art as much as it is science.
But even the one house, I'm sorry, even the one house on the other side, there's us and next door, and then, yeah.
Yeah, we've lost a lot just
Is that-
in the last.
Right, because the creek goes right back, right to your backyard, and hits that wall that is your backyard, and then goes straight down.
Because this, I mean, it came out, we had a good amount back here. We had like 4 trees, I think. at
Yeah,
one
there's a
point.
tree, big tree's gonna
That
go.
is an unusual pattern for the erosion to start, and you think a lot of times erosion's naturally just going to work its way downstream.
Right.
It doesn't. You'll get an erosion, and what it'll do, it'll work its way back up. And that is kind of what's occurring here.
I've tried to work back there, you know, I mean, I was back there, one of your workmen probably told you, but I was back there moving a lot of rocks, and I spent probably about 25, 30 hours worth of labor hours of moving all the sand rocks to my side, and then it just took one little storm, it wiped it off, it pushed it all back, like it was clean slate, there was not even any granules there. So then I changed my tactic to moving the biggest, heaviest freaking boulders that I could find back there, and even breaking rocks. So anyway, so I could move it and kind of building up back there, and I mean, I'd like to think that that's helping, but it, you know, you can look at it when you're out here.
Probably
I don't know,
anything you can move by hand is going to be minuscule compared to the power.
yeah, right. Well, it can't be, you know, I know a lot of the rocks that I've moved, they couldn't, the stream, these are granite rocks, and the stream wasn't moving them either. And I move them, believe me, it's like on my last breath, but I move some of these things, but I don't know if I could gather together enough to change anything really, or if would you look at it and say that I'm actually hurting things, or, you know, hey, if I got the time, why not go ahead and do it?
It might help a little.
Yeah.
You might put them to the point where now to get around it, it might make it worse because they want to get around the rocks, the water.
Yeah.
You don't really,
it's right.
When we first came out here, one of the crazy ideas we discussed at the time, they were going up the Tam Avenue Bridge on Highway 40, a couple other things. They're like, well, maybe we can just go get a couple trucks and take all that out, MoDOT hands, and dump it back there. And Leslie, she said us correct on that, in that, yeah, you could do that. You might have some success, but like Brian said, it will go around. It will find its way through that.
It'll stay there, and it'll just keep going.
Yeah, we'll find its way through that and just pull it out, and even that was in